What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Boulevard, where I'm your host, Dale, Big Dale, Big Dale.
Yeah,
Yeah, he just got interrupted me. I ain't gonna let me do my thing.
man, I didn't know you want to introduce me or not, but yeah, it's a
Yeah, I just started talking.
big
Oh, go
dog.
ahead, take it away.
And this is my partner, Big Dale, representing Bayou Boulevard Sports, and we here.
Yeah, welcome to the week.
The partner in the corner, that's Little Duck Man. That's Dale's son. That's it, representing Bayou Boulevard. That's all I want to say. Shout out to the Duck Man. That's the Little Duck Man.
Yeah, let me know when you're done, Mr. Intro Man.
All
No, my
right.
bad. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get somebody to do my thing there. But yeah, welcome to the Boulevard. Welcome to the Week 6 recap on the Boulevard. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever make you feel good. Just interact with us, man. And keep up with us as we continue this thing going. Um, a good week around the league, man. A lot of good games. Finishing off with Monday Night Football last night. You had a doubleheader. You had the Commanders and the Bears, with the Bears nearly escaping 25-24. Jaden Daniels kind of muffed the fumble the ball, I guess, for what I'm trying to say. I handed it off to Bill Merritt. The Bears get it back, chew the clock down, get down the field, kick the field goal, end up walking out 25-24. The Commanders was pretty much the better team all night, but the Bears, they stayed in it. Caleb Williams, I wouldn't say he impressed me, but he was better than he has been being, as far as just taking what the defense give him, not trying to make the super spectacular plays. He did here and there, but definitely not as much as we've been seeing him. And I feel like that's what allowed him to stay in the game close enough for a play like that to even matter at the end of the game. So I've seen a lot of former athletes and stuff like that, and current athletes say that that's what the good teams do. You might not be the better team that on that field that day, but you were good enough to win. So what did you think? So what did you think about that game?
My bad. What game it was? What game it was?
The Bears and the Commanders, man.
I ain't watched that. Hell no. I ain't watch it. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. The Bears and the Commanders, I ain't watch it. I ain't gonna lie. It was yes, it's a Monday night game, it's prime time and shit, but when I think about Commanders and I think about the Bears, I mean, I ain't watch it.
All right, so
You watched it?
yeah, I watched a good bit of it.
Well, a little bit? Yeah, a little
Uh,
bit, yeah.
okay.
Before you went to sleep. I was asleep.
Yeah, so moving on. So Thursday night football kicked off the week. We had the Giants going head to head with the Eagles. I think if you said that you thought the Giants was going to win, either you a Giants fan or you a little delusional. But they were able to walk out with the victory, and pretty handily at that, 34-17. After weeks and weeks of speculation of things coming through the media about AJ Brown's happiness or unhappiness, players only meetings with him, Saquon, and Jalen. He had his second most productive game of the season, but still maybe not what he wanted from a necessarily a route running perspective. Plays being called for him and Devontae Smith. Dallas Goedert had a good game, 9 catches, 110 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Right. Jalen Hurts if you look at the stat box, uh, he was 24-33, 283, a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown. They ended up running the tush push 4 consecutive times, a rushing touchdown. And he had an interception. You had Saquon, 12 carries, 58 yards, two catches for 9 more yards. They still haven't been able to get him going all year. That offensive line is just not playing up to the standard that they set over the last 5 to 10 years. So that's a story. But even so, after all of that, after the loss, after all the headlines, they still come out of the game 4-2. So what are your thoughts on where they are so far?
The Eagles, man, the Eagles, they're still in good position. Like you say, they 4-2. You know, just lost to the division team, the Giants. They still in the race to go to the playoffs. As long as they get in the playoffs, that just give them a chance, you know, to really show with the team about, especially later through the year. So, I mean, if they get a chance to go to the playoffs, bro, they still one of the formidable teams that you got to worry about. You know what I'm saying, in the playoffs. So, I mean, it's still it's all right. Before it's like just morale wise, like they seem like they got a lot going on, bro. Especially trying to get AJ Brown into the offense, bro, and it's just the chemistry. To me, just play like they played last year, bro. I mean, keep giving that ball to Saquon Barkley. If I was them, I would just keep running it, running it, bro. And if you got to trade AJ Brown before the trade deadline, do it. Especially add some more pieces on defense. But you know what I'm saying? I'll do something like that, but get him like another pass rusher or something. But to me, they still all right. To me, this game here, bro, it's just one of them games that just lost, bro. It's one of them games that you just like, how y'all lose to this team? It wasn't their night, man. Like I said, they started off strong with Barkley, got some good little decent runs in the first quarter, bro, to come down, go down the field and get 3 points. So, but the Giants came back and once they got the ball, bro, they just set the tone for the whole game with they played with little Jordan Humphrey Jr., bro. Like once Dart threw that, bro, it's just it's gonna be a bad night, bro. And then Dart just scattered in for a touchdown, and after that, bro, once he get hyped up, once Dart feel like he just feeling it, he just one of them players, bro. Like when he just get hot, it just it's turn up time after that, bro. So to me, Eagles still in a good spot, 4-2. Yeah, they leading the division right now, so that seems good to me. What you think?
I think that it it's still it's basically what I've been saying. It kind of scares me the fact that they're quote unquote having all of these problems. They having all this internal turmoil as far as offense goes and things like that. The defense is not playing up to the level that they've been playing at in recent years. Obviously, the offense having all these struggles and all these problems, and they still 4-2. Still venture as far as to say with how everybody's looking across the league, that they probably are still the best team. I would say it'd be out of them at this moment with how everybody's playing. I say Eagles, Chiefs, who else? Bucks is up there.
The Bucks.
Mm, I don't know. I don't know about that.
The Bucks.
Yeah, they don't look better than the Bucks, but if you had to put your money right now,
Bucks.
you okay? Well, I'm putting my money on the
I
Eagles.
put my Bucks on the Bucks.
Yeah, well, you do that, brother. I
Because
put my money on this.
when it comes down to like 4-quarter situation, that boy Baker Mayfield right now. That boy Baker Mayfield making things happen, bro.
Yeah, for sure. He doing his thing for sure. As far as I'm concerned, he leading for MVP. But I just feel like if you take it to the playoffs right now, you put everybody, at their best. I just feel like I'm putting my money on the Eagles
I put mine on Bucks.
to come out of there with the dub.
You know why though? They hurt. They got a lot of people that's injured right now, and they still win the games. They still got some players. They losing. Well, they lost two, but against the Giants. But to me, they Bucks is more battlefield tested right now than the Eagles.
Nah, that's definitely not true.
Tested, boy. Them boys play hard, but
Yeah, they playing hard, they playing well, but my point is that the Eagles have retained pretty much the same, I'll say the same core of players over the last few years. Like I said, they've been to Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl last year. They went through some of the same problems offensively last year. All these questions about getting your top weapons the ball and the pass to run disparity, things like that. But also last year it was different because the running game was producing at the highest level in the league per usual for Philly over the last few years, as I said. But I feel like this year it's even more frustrating for those top weapons when what you were selling out for, what you were giving the ball, well, part of the offense that you were giving the ball to the most, which is the run game, they not even producing at a high level. So why are you not throwing the ball more? Why are you not designing plays to get the ball to an AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and things like that. And I'll say this as well: people walking around and they're creating all these narratives. They want to talk about these top players when they upset about not getting the ball. Hey, somebody said they can't hear you on. My sister said we can't hear you on TikTok.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, check your microphone at the bottom. It might be muted. You remember what we was looking at on the computer yesterday?
It's not. I just turned it down because I think it was just too loud. But
Okay, okay.
I got you though.
But they create, so you got to look at it. We've reached the pinnacle of the league. We have a Lombardi now. My career, depending on who I am, I can't knock a person for wanting the championship and wanting the legacy, wanting the team success and as much individual success as they can get, especially when they are a top tier player at their position in the league. So when you have an AJ Brown, when you have a Devontae Smith, who's been a number 2 since he's been in the league, but many believe he's good enough, myself included, to be a number 1. Yes, I am upset that you are not putting me in the best position to succeed. Because guess what? When I retire, now I'm thinking, okay, am I good? Are my numbers good enough for Hall of Fame? Because I have that type of talent to be producing those type of numbers, but you're not putting me in position. And you keep saying, oh, team success, team success, team success. I don't feel like that's them not being good teammates and not caring about the team. It's just I care about legacy too. I care about what's going to be said of me as the individual player as well, because I want to contribute. That's just like, we always used to talk about when we used to hoop all the time in our teenage years. We was hooping, and it seemed like every other day or whatever. And just the average person, average kid on the street playing any kind of form of sport, you want to contribute to your team winning. You want your team to win and you want to contribute. Dang, throw me the ball. Dang, let me shoot the ball. You always want me to pass it. Dang, so if this is the highest level of football in the world, why would they not want to contribute? Why should they just be satisfied with, oh yeah, I got 2 targets this game and 1 target last game, you know? Like, it's just so I hate that narrative that they're divas. I can't stand.
Question for that. I mean, I got an answer for that. They won a Super Bowl last year, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I telling people, shut up and let's win. Do you want to win? Yeah, you shut up and win, bro. We winning how we win. You gonna get your touches this game. You might get your touches the next game. You know what I'm saying, more than the next game. Bro, if we winning, it don't matter what you doing. Like, bro, why are you complaining, bro? If we just won, even though you ain't scored nothing, you was a great decoy. You space people out or something, bro. Bro, yeah.
No,
Man, people complain about winning. Y'all winning.
you tripping. You tripping.
Y'all is
That
winning.
ain't real.
Fuck, that is real, bro.
That is
I
not real.
understand what you're saying. Yeah, you're gonna have some people complaining about they ain't getting the ball this, they ain't getting the ball that. But bro, we got a star over here, bro, that's balling. And we winning? Bro, shut up.
Well, he not even balling this year. So what's the point? If you not,
Talking about AJ Brown. It could be Barkley.
I thought you were talking about Saquon.
I'm just saying. Well, cause they're trying to cater to these wide receivers, bro.
No, they not. That's the point. That's why they upset, because you're not. If we running the ball and that's our main thing to get to the pass or whatever the case may be, and we not even doing that well, then what are we doing for real?
Throw it. We're gonna throw it
Yeah,
to with Jalen Hurts on. We're gonna see.
yeah.
You
Why,
saw what
why not?
happened.
Why not?
Cause example, that pass and it was let me see. It was fourth quarter, bruh. It was fourth quarter. Jalen Hurts tried to hit I forgot who was the route. I think it was Devontae Davis. I think. I'm not sure, but it was a post route to the sideline, bruh. He threw that motherfucker, bruh, a little bit behind him. Float just came in, pick it, almost took it to the house if Jalen Hurts would just chase him down, bruh.
Yeah, he made mistakes.
I mean, and that was fourth quarter. He had to throw the ball. That's a prime example. All right. He ain't one of them quarterbacks. I'm telling you, bro. He ain't one of them quarterbacks. They gonna bring you back from like a 24 deficit, a 20-point deficit like that, bro. Throwing the ball? No.
Yeah, he didn't did it before,
But he consistently though, no.
but yeah. And for the Giants, like I said, they taking home the victory 34-17. Jackson Dart, 17 to 25 for 195, one touchdown, and had also added 13 carries for 58 yards and in a rushing touchdown. Scatterbo in the backfield, 19 carries, 98 yards, three touchdowns. And Wandale Robinson, 6 catches, 84 yards and a touchdown. Um, it just felt like the energy was completely different between the two teams. The Giants came out even despite their record, and they just played so much faster. And it seemed like so much harder. They played with so much more energy. I'll say it like that. With that being said, they get this win over the defending champs, one of the best teams in the league. Do you think that this can kind of catapult them into chasing maybe a wild card and help them string together some wins to where they in the hunt late in the season for a wild card?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it's still a hard division to do that in, especially when you got the Cowboys and you got the Eagles still. They still a good team, like you say. They gotta fight through even the Commanders, you know what I'm saying? They still a good team over there. But like you said, just the energy. I mean, to me personally, I love to watch the Giants, especially with Dart energy and Scatterboot energy, bro. When they just get hyped up, bro, you just wanna see them just do their thing, bro. Like they get a touchdown, they bring the whole team chemistry, you know what I'm saying, getting the crowd roughed up. They be having me over there just excited just to see them get the ball back and just to me, and another thing too, bro, Dart remind me of Tony Romo just a little bit, how he could get out that pocket, bro, easily. I'm talking about just scrambling, from left to right, dodging a sack, then throw it, you know what I'm saying, little to the sideline, then go down the field, touchdown, bro, just easy. A broken play turned into a touchdown, bro. Them type of plays for defense, backbreaker, just kills them, bro. Especially when they break a couple tackles and they just scatter down the field for a touchdown. So, bro, and then scatterboot energy, bro. Bro, that man runs so hard, bro. It's like, it's like the defenders don't even want to tackle him, man. Your boy Zach Blunt, like one of the best linebackers in the league, had a trouble. Man was like holding on for dear life, trying to stop him from getting a touchdown, bro. It was his first, no, it's the first or the second, no, his first touchdown, bro. He was trying to hold him back just to get that touchdown. And they energy just great, bro. New face to the league and one of them poo-poo teams that you just love to watch. To me personally, this shit is the Giants, bro. Especially when Dart got into the game and Russell Wilson came in for that one poop-put ass play and threw that ugly ass pass, and the whole state, the whole state was like, boo.
I think that was booing him when he first went in before he did.
It was like he threw that pass. It was like, oh yeah, Russ, bro, just
Yeah.
go ahead and sit down, bro. Hey, they said, yeah. Immediately the commentator said, yeah, Dart will be coming back in the game the next drive. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I bet he will.
they said the coach ran into the medical tent, something that you're not supposed to do. So they looking at finding them or
Yeah.
whatever if they have.
Too. Boy, you saw that last pass Russell went through, bro. I was like, yeah, I would have snuck in that motherfucker and put the whole camera in there. Look, hey, get your ass back. Get your ass back on the field, bro. Russell tripping.
Right. But yeah, like I said, the Giants escaped 34-17, beat a division rival. So we'll see if they can kind of catapult them. Like I said, it just looked like they was out there having fun. It looked a little cohesive. Jackson Dart, he just every week he makes plays. When you look at and that's a perfect example of how deceiving the box score can be, because you look at his stats and his stats aren't overwhelming, like, 4 touchdowns, 300 yards, this and that quite yet, but he just makes such a great impact and he makes plays. Like you said, he has that pocket awareness to where when it seems like everything's breaking down and he's about to go down, I have to throw the ball away. He goes left or he goes right, evades the rush, and either gets a big game with his legs or gets the ball downfield or something to a wide open receiver like he did to Wandale Robinson on the touchdown. And so, yeah, so like I said, I'm very interested to see where it goes. Like of course I'm a Cowboy fan, but I love to see good football, I love to see good football players. And like I said, it look like Jackson Dart gonna be around for a minute. So him and Scatterbo. So we'll see about that one. The Denver Broncos, Los, they beat the Jets 13-11. You had your boy Sean Payton up there in Denver getting dubs, huh?
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Go ahead. You started, bro. You start this one, bro.
No, I was actually gonna say that's a team that I forgot that I didn't think about earlier when I was talking about like as far as some of the best teams in the league right now. They defense dominating, man. Like Nick Benito, Jonathan Cooper getting after the passer. They putting up they putting up some good numbers. They sacked Justin Fields 9 times in the game. Justin Fields finished the game 9 of 17 for 45 passing yards and had added 7 carries for 31 rushing yards. Excuse me. Brees Hall, 22 carries for 59 yards. That's not even 3 yards per carry. And you also had Josh Reynolds go 3 for 25. Garrett Wilson went 3 for 13. He hyperextended his knee, so he expected to miss multiple weeks. So that sucks for the Jets. On top, they haven't had a win this season quite yet. And every time it seems like they're making strides or getting close, they have a setback like this, a game like this, to where everything looks disjointed and a bunch of people in the media are calling for Justin Fields to be replaced. A bunch of fans. You had the coach come out and say, "Oh, well, yeah, he took a step back this game, but we're not making a change yet." One hand, I respect him being behind his quarterback, but at what point, especially you in your rookie season as a coach, you are, for better or for worse, a black head coach, an African American head coach, and sometimes your leash is a lot shorter than other coaches. And so, at what point with your team playing like this do you just say, "Screw it, we got to do something to try to energize this team and get a W"? You know what I'm saying? Like that kind So I want to believe in Justin Fields. I want to believe he has a better level, another level that he can reach, and he can figure it out. It's like after this long, this many stops, and you playing like this. And don't get me wrong, it's not just him. He's not the only problem because for you can look at his ability to extend plays with his legs. You can look at the fact that he's not turning over the ball a ton, but at the same time, the when it comes to reading the defenses, getting your offense in the right place, things like that it just looks like he's not processing the game how he should be at this point in his career. So it's like, at what point do you bench him and say we tried and while this season we might not obviously we not worried about the playoffs. We worried about getting some good rolling and going heading into the off season for next year. Because also, and I'm gonna let you take over. Um, Aaron Glenn just come from the lines where it took 3 or 4 seasons before they actually started being good. It took a plan. It took them keeping the coaches and just letting them do their thing and build his roster up from the ground. So I don't know if he'll have that chance, but I definitely don't think he will if he doesn't at least consider a quarterback change and soon.
Yeah, man. For that team, I mean, for the Jets, man, it's just gonna be hard. I mean, they still don't have like a complete team. But like with Justin Fields first year with him, right?
Yeah, first year with the
He
Jets.
said the first year with him. I mean, what else they gonna would do if they bench him? Who their backup is?
Um, let me look real quick.
I don't think
That is
they
a
can drop
great
no
question.
rookie
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah, no, they don't have no like Jackson Dart for Russell Wilson. They don't have that.
Had nothing like that. So if I was not, I mean, you just stick what you got. I mean, is Glenn, this is like, well, this is second year. This is second year, right?
This is first year as a head coach.
Okay, this is first year too. I mean, this is your first year. You just roll with the punches. I mean, if you're trash, you get a top pick. Um, you have a better. Hopefully, you just draft good. But I mean, Justin Fields ain't really playing bad at all. I mean, they just don't have a great team. You got some great pieces. Like you got Sauce, you got Quentin Williams. Yeah, Quentin Williams, right? Quentin
Yeah,
Williams.
I did.
PT and like I mean, you just roll with the punches, bro. You just gotta see what you got. You just keep to me, just play hard. And teams will know that you just not just turning over every time you play
Not,
against you.
not to interrupt you, Tyrod Taylor is their backup.
Tyron Taylor, bro, just give it to Justin Fields, bro. He deserved it, bro. Especially for the couple of games he started. Like you say, he ain't playing bad. It just bad bad matchups. They just got bad matchups, bro. If you lose, you lose, bro. I mean, you just can't do too much with what you got. And then like you say, when it came out and they played against the Steelers, great game for them, especially offensively. Defense was kind of bad, but what Justin Fields got hurt the second game, right? Did he get hurt the second game? No, or did he play the second game?
It was the second or third game.
Yeah, I think it was. No, I think he played the second game.
Because Tyrod Taylor didn't play this season though.
Yeah, no, nothing. I think he got hurt the third game, but his second game, bro, he played decent too, bro. He's played a good game. It just sorry, bro. When you sorry, bro, I mean, you can't really switch too much shit up. You still gonna be sorry.
Yeah. But my thing is that when, just like you were saying, Aaron Glenn just rolled the punches and give Justin Fields just give Justin Fields a chance or whatever. We 6 weeks in. You know what I'm saying? Gerard Mayo in New England, what was that, just last year? 1 year, he comes into a terrible team with, got to completely rebuild everything. They draft Drake May, his rookie season. So you got to give him a chance to develop. He's a rookie. Justin Fields is what, 5, 6 seasons in now. So Drake May's a rookie, so you would think that he would get the benefit of the doubt. Nope. He got fired after one season.
Yeah.
So because they were playing so bad, you didn't see just any progress, any step forward. To me, he should have got more of a chance. He still should be there to see what he could do. But that's a whole different story. They just really wanted Mike Vrabel, and that's why they did it to him. But that's also my point at the same time. If a coach becomes available just like a Ben Johnson did for Chicago, or just like a Mike Vrabel did for New England, he don't have the luxury of just assuming that he'll get that chance to build that team, to go into next season, see what he can do in the all season and things like that. So that's what makes me wonder, like, okay, when do we cut the cord and at least go with the vet and see what he got and see if he can provide some kind of spark or lead us to a couple of wins or something like that, so that I can truly start to imprint and embed my way of culture, my way of life into this team. But it'll
Yeah.
be interesting to see. Like I said, they only lost by 2 to the Broncos. So it always seems like they're right there and they just a few plays away. And it seems a lot of times that, and like I said, once again, Justin Fields is not the only problem, but at some point you got to lift your team up. So we'll see what happens with that. Moving on to the next one. We had the Rams defeating the Ravens 17-3. No Lamar Jackson. They was missing like what, 6, 7 starters. You had Matt Stafford, 17 of 26, 181, one touchdown. Kyron Williams had a decent game, 87 scrimmage yards and a touchdown. And Puka Nacua was the big story for the Rams. He caught 2 or 3 targets, 28 yards. He injured his left ankle trying to go up for a pass in the end zone in the second quarter. He returned in the third, but he didn't receive another target. So I was reading that they were saying they'll have him come back when they feel like he's ready. Given his style of play is rough, it's tough. He catches a lot of short passes, get a lot of yards after the catch, breaking tackles, things of that nature. So it'll be interesting. I'm glad that he escaped without a worse injury, but it'll be interesting to see how long they keep him out. Looking at their schedule and things like that, and what they assume they can do without him. But they do have Devontae Adams, so that's the good part there. That they still do have excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So, and then you had for the Ravens, you had Cooper Rush started the game, but he did not finish the game as he was benched in the fourth quarter for Tyler Huntley. Uh, Rushing to his night, 11 for 19, 72 yards and an interception. Only he less than 4 yards per pass. Derrick Henry had a good game, 24
Yeah.
carries for 122 yards, but they couldn't find the end zone. They couldn't. They just don't. I don't know what it is. Obviously, this game was a lot of injuries, Lamar not being there, things like that. But all season, they just look kind of. It's always just like Derrick Henry fumbling. Derrick Henry, career wise, coming into the season, he's not a guy known for that. And it just seems like it's kind of falling apart for the Ravens a bit. And I think that's kind of due to maybe them needing a head coaching change. John
Uh,
Harbaugh, you know,
I don't know. I don't know this yet. To me, this game right here screams, bruh. We need Lamar Jackson back. Action Jackson need to come back ASAP. ASAP. I don't care if he 80%. Bruh, bring him back because they need him bad. Without him in that offense, bruh, is no goddamn motion at all. It's hard to give Derrick Henry the ball and get him the scope. They get down there, they already know what they're gonna do. Derrick Henry. What else y'all got? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna throw it? Who y'all gonna throw it to? Andrews? Mark Andrews?
Right.
Y'all ain't gonna go deep. Yeah, y'all ain't going nowhere. So they need Action Jackson back, bro.
Lamar not gonna cover everything up though.
For sure, but he gonna cover. He gonna make sure y'all can win a game. Cause damn sure ain't gonna win just.
They
Cause
ain't
bro,
gonna win it with him this year.
well for sure, but at the same time, yeah, that's this year. But if you got a better chance of winning when he's in the game, bruh. I mean,
Let me not to cut you off, but ask you this question. At this point, you lost this. Let me see exactly what they reckon.
17-3? You telling me Lamar can't put up 14?
I don't know.
Lamar can't give you one throwing touchdown and a rushing touchdown.
I don't know at this point. Not this year. I don't know.
But that what based off of what? He missed 2 games. So what? 4 games? You basing it off?
So this year they won. So far they 1-5. At what point? Because he's expected. I read that he's expected to come back week 8. So they got a bye week this week, week 7, and then week 8 he expected back. But you 1-5. At what point do you kind of consider shutting him down?
You
Now
don't
he
say
probably Now he probably gonna want to. He probably gonna want to obviously play the whole season. If he can play and get on the field, he
yeah.
gonna want to do that. But just like with him already being hurt and missing this many games, at what point do you kind of just as leadership, as the GM, the coach, the owner, what point do you think about just ending his season and saying just looking forward to next season with a high pick?
Nah, you can't do that, bro. I think they can't afford to do that, bro. Like you say, Jim Harbaugh gonna get fired.
Harbaugh can't afford to do that.
Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, Lamar too. That's gonna hurt his legacy. Like, damn, bro, you just got close last year too. Like, you just keep getting to the playoffs, and then he don't get to the playoffs and lose, and then you can't get to the playoffs. Even though you got hurt a little bit at the beginning, but still though, nah, you put Action Jackson in there and get some action because they need him bad. They can't afford to just sit somebody. They got too much on the chips on the table, bruh, to even just sit this year out. Hell nah. You still that train still gonna go. Nah, I ain't sitting no.
I don't think it hurts his legacy like that. Like talking about it just this season.
Well, what I'm saying is, it's time on the field, bro. Just, bro, we ain't sitting there now, bro. If they could get to the playoffs and actually go and win a Super Bowl, they're gonna be like, damn, bro. Beginning of the year, he ain't look too good, bro. Like, he got hurt and they bounced back. They won 6 straight or whatever, got to the playoffs and at least get to the Super Bowl and lose. Don't just sit down and just nah, bro. Nah, we ain't sitting down, bro. This is Ashton Jackson. And me, if I was Lamar, we ain't sitting down. If we sit down, trade me straight up. Don't need this trade me, bro. No, cause that just look bad. You still one of the good teams in the league, bro. Just because things ain't going right at the beginning, don't mean that you just gonna lay down for the rest of the year. Nah.
But the point is, my point is we 1-5. If we gonna have, it's gonna be a battle just to get back to 500. Let alone, like I said, making a playoff. We need to worry about just winning next week, getting the second win of the season, and then the third week. And like I said, just trying to get back to 500 just to see what we can do. Now, is it possible? Yes, because you do have a Lamar Jackson and stuff like that. But at the same time, let's just say, for argument's sake, hypothetically, they lose this next game, they 1-6.
Okay.
No, well, I don't know. I don't know if I keep. I don't know if I keep putting them out there, especially if the offensive line not gonna protect them properly. I mean, keep letting them get hit, and then especially if he now, the more games we lose, the more frustrated we gonna get. So guess what? Those superstar players, they gonna start pressing a little bit. They're gonna try to make that extra play. They're gonna try to get that extra yard even more than they already would, and which leaves them open to more injury. Now, at the same time, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, that's their job. That's what they get paid to do," so on and so forth. But once again, that's why I say, as the organization themselves, you're thinking about their investment. Do you think about just taking them off the field? Because I have seen, just real quick, because I have seen real quick, I have seen LaShawn McCoy say, certain seasons when he was in Philly or in Buffalo, when they weren't doing well during the season, he was out with an injury. He wasn't rushing to come back. And yeah, everybody's different. I'm just saying, example wise, you usually if y'all in the playoff hunt, if y'all a good team that season or whatever, you trying to do everything you can to get back for multiple reasons, whether it's a backup that you don't want to get on the field and mess up your spot, or a million different reasons. Maybe you're in a contract year, so on and so forth. But if your contract's settled and everything like that, what's why would I rush back to play on a bad team? But like I said, once again, I understand that everybody's different, and I don't care about none of that. I want to be there for my team, stuff like that. And it seems like that's the type of player that Lamar is. But once again, I just don't know. I think I try to protect my investment. I spend a lot of money on him, and I think that still has a lot left in the tank, a lot of years left in the tank. And yeah, if we not close to winning a chip this year, and we may need to tear this thing down and rebuild around him, get a new coaching staff, things like that, then I think that yeah, you have to consider it. You have to. I'm not saying do it or don't, but you have to consider it.
Yeah. What kind of injury you got?
I think it was his hamstring. I think it was a hamstring injury. Lamar Jackson.
It was a hamstring. They gonna affect him, especially his running ability, bro, to get out the pocket, and just move around. But they need Andrew Jackson, bro. You just can't, nah, bro. Him, like you said, he a type of player, bro.
Yeah, it's a hamstring injury.
He a type of player, bro. He just gonna go out. He gonna, bro. It comes down to, bro, dude. Like these, they've been playing sports football, bro, all their lives, bro. Sports all their lives. You think they about to just come to the NFL?
They said they still can't hear you, bro, on TikTok.
Oh, shit, I'm about to just shut it down, bro. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to shut it down. I don't know. I've been looking at it, but shit, I shut it down. But 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 yeah, but he bro, they been playing sports all their lives, bro. I don't see why. I don't think it's gonna hurt him that bad. If he comes back 100%, yeah, for sure. But if he feeling good, like you say, you do want to protect your investment. But at the same time, bro, it is man, we want to win, bro. I'm sorry, bro. We got to go out there and play. We looking so bad, man. And he the type of player, bro. He a game changer. He come through, you know what I'm saying? Come in the game and just change the whole morale of the team, bro. Cause
True.
he is like Ravens, bro. And not seeing him going to the playoffs, bro. That's
It's crazy, but him coming back, that still don't change the fact that they in a big hole and that they probably gonna miss the playoffs anyway.
uh, if Eli Manning could do it 9-8 and win a Super Bowl, I think Lamar could do it too.
But I don't think they started for 1-5 is the
They
point.
got better defense though. Granted, they got one great defense.
But between all the injuries on the team,
It can happen.
starting 1-5, it's a high percent. It's a high percentage that they don't.
Yeah.
A way bigger percentage that they don't than they do. Like I said, that's the thing too. If he was the only one missing, that's a big thing too. You got Raekwon, you got Raekwon. Roquan Smith hurt they linebacker, one of the best in the game. You got Marlon Humphrey. You got all these different players. You got players they just traded Odafio away, who had double-digit sacks last season, to the Chargers a week ago. So you got all these players that's either not there anymore or not there anymore at all, or not there due to injury. And you know what I'm saying? Once again, what's the point if this is the highest paid player, this is who I'm building around, why not protect my investment? Why not protect him from himself? Because I know he wants to go out there. I know he wants to be out there for his team, for his brothers and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm just thinking about it from their perspective. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that is a conversation that I guarantee that we having. What's the risk versus the reward of trying to chase a wild card and seeing you get to the playoffs? You see either Kansas City or Buffalo first week, to both teams that we've had trouble with in recent seasons, so what's the risk versus reward of us possibly grinding and grinding and grinding super hard, grinding them into the ground just to make the wild card and lose first round, possibly.
Yeah.
Once again, like you said, it's possible because he is one of the most unique talents in NFL history. He one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. But at the same time, just this singular season, at the same time, thinking about it, why not just sit him, rebuild around him in all season, and like I said, take a look at everything, coaching staff and everything.
Hey, you doing that, bro? Some going a move gonna happen for them not to make the playoffs, bro. Move gonna have to happen. Somebody like you say, Jim Harbaugh gonna get fired. to me,
John.
I mean, John Harbaugh gonna get fired, but man, if I'm Lamar, bro, even if I'm the team, man, I'm like trade that man, Lamar.
And we gonna move on to the next topic with that one. That boy tripping.
For what? Shit. Look. If you look at it though, look at it. You've been to the playoffs a couple of times. You still can't get it done. You're a great player, yes, but we not getting over this hump. We sit down this year, come back, run it again. We don't even know how we gonna look next year after this. You know what I'm saying? This is a down year. That you gonna hope a top player come to the Ravens and change some things. I mean, they still gonna need another wide receiver. They're always looking for a wide receiver. You got one of the best running backs in the league. You got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. The defense came into this year looking great, supposed to be one of the top defenses on paper. But you know how that go. That's defense.
Right.
Your best player got hurt.
Hey, I ain't even interrupt you. It's crazy that you say that because
Something's gonna have to happen, bro. It is what it is. Something's gonna have to change. Now,
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying,
saying me personally, I wouldn't trade Lamar. But if you're just looking at a management like, hey, bro, you ain't get us over the hump. Yes, you one of the best players in the league. Yes, you a game changer. You something that we never seen. Something that we never seen. But hey, I'm about to try. I can get a boatload. I can get first round picks, like Santa Claus. Hey, I got a buku first round pick.
so
Hey, that's just a suggestion.
I
My
got a
thinking,
couple things
like
to say about that though. I got a couple things to say.
next year, that's what I'm thinking. If I'm a manager, like, hey, bro, what I could get for this dude? Like, I'm thinking, like, man, you might could get something. We never know.
But
Never
same
know.
thing like that. So this is what I'm gonna say though, because I'm low key agreeing with you. I'm low key see what you said, and I was laughing because it's a conversation that a lot of people don't have and don't want to have because it's Lamar Jackson. Because it's you crazy if you think about trading somebody. We are not disrespecting Lamar Jackson. Hear us. Hear us very clear. We have said multiple times in this stream alone, one of the top quarterbacks in NFL history, one of the most unique, something we ain't never seen.
Never
We've
seen.
seen it. We've seen it.
But we ain't seen that.
But he took it to a level even step further than Mike Vick took it. So the point is, he's going to go down as undeniably, unequivocally one of the top quarterbacks in NFL history. So boom, get that out the way. This is a business. This is something that you have to think about. A lot of people that might watch this episode, you play you play Madden, different things like that. So in your franchise mode, you got a quarterback that's still in his prime, but you got all these holes around him. You steadily try to fill them, and the players that you get to do the job have not gotten you over the hump. So now everybody's starting to get injured, et cetera, et cetera. How many of y'all, and like I said, I know it's a video game. Oh man, he tripping. He talking about video games, whatever. But it's the principle. How many of y'all have traded that quarterback or that star player to rebuild, whether it be for picks, whether it be for players, whatever the case may be? Now, that's one part of it. The other part is when Lamar Jackson was up to be re-signed, he asked to seek a trade because, he was having a hard time getting his money, things of that nature. And there wasn't a lot of people calling because I think the asking price would have been like, if they signed him to a contract, they would have had to trade 2 first-round picks. Now, in my opinion, they crazy. I would have easily dropped 2 first-round picks on Lamar Jackson. But I feel like a lot of people are wondering with his style of play and the type of player that he is, yes, you'll be one of the most talked about teams. You're gonna sell tickets, you're gonna make money, you're gonna do all these different things. But can you win at the highest level with his style of play? And I think that's a question that a lot of people they kind of they look around the room and they waiting for somebody else to say it so they can jump in, but they don't want to be the first to say it.
Yeah. If I this how I'm looking at it. How many times you gonna change a head coach? How many times you just gonna change a defense coach, fix that side? You know what I'm saying? How many times you gonna keep looking for the same wide receivers you've been looking for? How many times you gonna go to the playoffs and lose? You know what I'm saying? It just, you know what I'm saying? You a great player, but how many times you gonna say how many times and then not look at you the next time?
And that's why
Change this, we gonna change this, we gonna change this. Bro, it might be you.
But that's why I say, man, when
You
we
know what
look
I'm
at
saying?
everything we just said,
It's great, but can you, like you say, can it get you over the hump? And don't get me wrong, bro. To me, we talked about this last year. A drop pass could change your whole, you know what I'm saying,
everything.
change outcome of things. This mistake, that mistake. Execution always, the moments always happen, and you always on the other end. You know what I'm saying, on bad end side of things. But like I say, bro, he a great player, bro. I think he one of the all time greats, bro. It just we gonna see. To me, this year we ain't sitting down. Just because you're all time great, bruh, you can't sit down. Ain't no. I don't care. If we 1-8. I mean, like we're 1-7, bruh. We gonna try to win these next couple of games, bro. Take this shit game by game and hope we get a wild card spot. It is what it is.
But yeah, that's just listening to that, bro. And just think about it once again, and we finna move on to the next topic, y'all. If it's Lamar Jackson or John Harbaugh, I'm picking Lamar Jackson, and I'm seeing what he can do with a different coach. But at the same time, I think that Lamar has shown the leadership enough and the intangibles enough to be included in that, be consulted in that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, now we are in squarely in your prime. Who knows how long we have for that? Because once again, I mean, it could be over in an instance, but at the same time, let's just say we got 5 or 6 more years of just seeing this version of Lamar. Do you want to spend that with the coaching staff that you have now, seeing the results that they've had with him at the starting quarterback position? Or do you want to let's get somebody else in there? Because at what point also does Harbaugh start to lose the locker room too? It's like, bro, like we love you, man. You know, you one of my favorite coaches. Yada yada. I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I'm this ain't it's not working. It's not working,
Yeah,
and that's just what it is. And if you can't be, mature enough to hear what I'm saying, I mean, it just is what it is. But this is my once again, like we were talking about earlier, this is my career. This is my legacy. You know what I'm saying? And how we didn't try so many different avenues and it's just not working. Let's get somebody else in here, a fresh voice, a fresh perspective, and let's see what they can do with it. So I don't know. Like I said, that's a whole different thing. But it'll be interesting to see once Lamar comes back if they can kind of start to turn that thing around. They still do have Derrick Henry. Him and Lamar have, running option and things like that. And the offense does completely change it. So we'll see how that goes. Los, bruh, is the Cowboys defense, bro. The Cowboys defense has been looking oh, generational cheeks. Generational cheeks, brother. Generational cheeks, brother. Sunday, the offense has been on fire all season, but we still
yeah,
lose to the Panthers 30-27 on a last minute field goal. I think they chewed out the clock in the last 6 minutes and some seconds. They had the ball for the rest of the game and we could not stop them. They did what they wanted to. Bryce Young, 17-25, 199, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Rico Dowdle, he told him in the media all week, the boys better buckle up. And it don't look like we was buckled up enough. They didn't check the seat belts. They didn't strap us in. We didn't have no car seats in the car.
yeah.
Nothing.
All that.
Lock one on the doors. Nothing at all was going on to help us. And he was running, he was doing everything that he wanted to do. He took 30 carries, turned them into 183 rushing yards,
Yeah,
and caught another 4 passes for 56 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 6.1 yards per carry. And if you
yeah,
I watched the majority of that game before I had to go to work. Bro, he was running so hard. He wasn't avoiding no contact. He wasn't hiding from
man was running like the Kool-Aid man through the wall.
bro. I'm here. What's the Kool-Aid man saying? Damn, I can't
No,
think about it right. I can't think about
he
it
might,
right
he might say Rico Dowdle. Yeah,
now. That's just saying. Oh yeah. But bruh, he wasn't no contact. He was running straight inside, outside. Like I say, he was catching the ball. He just everything just looked like what he said, and he called his shot and he delivered. Like I said, to the tune of what is that, 239 total yards. That's after the week before rushing for over 200 yards. So, like I said, man, he's looking good in the absence of Chuba Hubbard. It'll be kind of interesting to see what they committed and what they timeshare look like once they get back because Hubbard is the running back that got signed to the big contract last season. So he gonna get a chance to play, but it's gonna be interesting to see how they kind of divide and divvy up their workload once he returns. But they string together 2 games. The rookie Tedera McMillan, I think I pronounced his name right. If I didn't, please correct me. 3 catches for 29 yards, but 2 of those catches for touchdowns. Man, like I said, they went out there and they took what we gave them. I mean, that's pretty much it. Bryce Young wasn't necessarily spectacular. He was, like I said, McMillan, he had 29 yards on 3 catches, but 2 of them was for touchdowns. So he put points on the board. So it's just like, bro, they took what we gave and Rico Dowdle just, pause. They snatch our soul. I'm not even, I tried it. I'm not going to do the pause thing. I'm too old for it. I tried it once. But he took their soul, man. Like I said, he just went in there. He ran inside. He did whatever he wanted to do, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? What's the face for, bro? Yeah, what's the face for?
Yeah, how you pause yourself and then say you too grown.
I tried. I was thinking about. I was like, yeah, I can't. Cause what we were talking about, we were talking about that. We was talking about that. Yeah,
What you
we was talking about that. We was talking about that at work that day. I was like, bro,
you
yeah,
watching too much TikTok. Yeah, you at work too much with them on
but
the
I
YN.
was
You
trying,
YN too
to
much,
tell you
bro.
something, but just
You
like
ain't no YN no
all
more,
day
bro.
you been interrupting me, bro. I gave
Nah,
you the story. Jesus Christ.
you wanna kept asking. You ain't
Bro,
no
I
YN
just
no more,
I'm
bro.
trying to anyway, bro. Moving on.
Let's go.
Dak Prescott, 25 or 34, 261, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. They did stop our run game this game. Javonte Williams, he been looking playing at kind of an all-pro level this season, close to it, if not Pro Bowl for sure. But he took 13 carries for 29 yards this game, 2.2 yards per carry. George Pickens continued his high level of play in CD Lamb's absence. Nine catches on 11 targets for 168 yards, 1 touchdown. I don't know if you saw it, but he had that crazy hurdle. He was fighting for extra yards. He had 87 yards after the catch. So he was just, man, he been a beast. He been a beast all season. And like I said, it's just I could go on and on about the offense, but the offense, like I said, we had one bad game against the Bears where it was just a total team collapse. But the offense ain't been the problem. It's the defense. It's the defense, bro. They what? Like, yeah, the defense, man. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
So I already knew early on in the season that a lot of people was gonna say, "Hey, we wasting an MVP caliber season by Dak and blah blah blah." Like I said, don't get me wrong. I feel like Dak has had his chances with a bunch of good rosters to get deeper in the playoffs, if not the Super Bowl, if he was gonna do it or whatever. So I don't like that narrative. But as far as you trying to take up for Dak when you say it, but I do feel like we are wasting a great season by our offense as a whole because the defense can't stop nobody. Now, who am I talking to mostly when I say that? Jerry Jones. Now, we traded Michael Parsons, one of the best defensive players in the league. Why did we trade him? Oh, because he can't stop the run and he wants too much money, right? Well, how's the run stopping going so far for us this season, Jerry? It's not going very well, is it? I don't think it's going very well. What do you think, Carlos? I think that we are doing absolute wonderful job of stopping the run now that we traded Michael Parsons. What do you think?
You pause? You finish pausing?
Yeah, pause.
You pause? All right. I ain't on. This not about Jerry Jones. I ain't nothing about this here. Nothing. It's not about the trade that happened at the beginning of the season. Nothing, bruh. It ain't about Jerry Jones, Michael Paulson right now. Let's talk about this guy. My notes. Because I ain't no D in Dallas, this guy. Ain't no D in Dallas. You can call this motherfucker Alice. Look, bro, Panthers, look. It's so bad. It's so bad that Bryce Young on the first drive missed Leggett, bro, for open TD. They had it ended in a field goal, which they went down the field and scored a 3. But they could have got 7 right there. You know what I'm saying? Bryce Young still, he did good this game, showed out, played well, which is, you know what I'm saying, Dallas defense without the D. And but you know what I'm saying, that, they could have got a touchdown. But anyway, let's, Dallas came out, big catch by Pickens, running wild. Bruh, the way he runs, it be so wild. He like sometimes he just stiff on the air and just I don't know, like he crump out of bounds. I don't know, bro. He just be trying to stiff arm everybody, bro. I don't care who it is, bro. It could be a DB, defensive lineman, linebacker. It could be Ray Lewis, Ray Charles. He ain't no NFL player, but still though, he don't care if you blind, crippled, or nothing. It's like he would just try to stiff arm you. But that's Pickens. But anyway, Dallas came down there, bro. They ended up with just a field goal too. Panthers defense hold up against them. So it was like 3-3 going into the first two drives. But anyway, and you got the second drive. Panthers came down and Bryce Young threw an interception, bro. Slipped through the wide receiver hands. And even though he made two mistakes in the first quarter, bro, wide open wide receiver to Leggett, then the wide receiver went through his hand, not dropped, went through his hands, and Dallas had the interception, one of the turnovers they had in the game, even though they don't got no D in Dallas. Bruh, and after that, Dallas ended up with a touchdown with a 4th and 1. They converted, and they got the lead. It's more about Panthers this game, because we ain't talking about the D. Well, Dallas without the D. We ain't talking about them. But I just want to say, Rico Dawes. How you say it, Rico what? Dawes?
What you said, Douse?
Dawes? Hey,
Rico
we gonna
Douse?
call him Kool-Aid Man this year. This game, we gonna call him Rico Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
It's Dowdle, bro.
Bottles, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. Look, Rico Kool-Aid Doddles. And he dawdled his ass all the way up and down the goddamn field all game, bro. It was just a good game to watch for me, just to see that Panthers stomp on y'all, even though they're a division team. It don't really matter to me. With the Saints, I'm a Saints fan, but I don't care. Even though it's Dallas, I just want to see them lose, and
Believe that.
because actually it's like Panthers got to win, and we can't win for nothing. But anyway, yeah, bro, Dawes, bro, he just was marching down the field all game, bro, doing what he can do to help his team win, and they won, bro. Dallas had some big plays, especially from Pickens, bro, throughout the game, man. Like I said, man, it's not about their offense. I mean, yeah, it's not about their offense. The offense gonna look good. Dallas gonna put up some numbers. They're gonna go down the field and score. They do give get good big plays at that too, especially with Pickens on that field, and he brings so much energy to the offense, bro. It just they gonna get that. They gonna get a touchdown. If they gotta go down the field, get a field goal, they'll come back and get a touchdown. But anyway, like I said, man, it just always end up in bad positions. But the defense like I say, they got an interception, but the wide receiver, just dropped the goddamn pass, bro, and not drop it, but slipped through his hand and got an interception. I'm just happy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just happy. I'm happy. Look, this is why I'm happy though. Rico Dawes, I picked him up in my fantasy, and he made a big splash for me, bro. I'm trashing my fantasy right now too.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
very
like
strange.
1-3, so they helped me to get
Cheek
like
season.
2-3 or 3-3, one of them. But yeah, he helped me out big, so I'm happy about this game. I actually to see him do that and help me win my fantasy, that was good. That's a plus, because ain't no D in Dallas, and that's his team, and I don't really care too much about it. But it was a good game. Shout out to Dak. Dak did his thing. Pickens did his thing. Hey, Pickens probably this year, bro. He gotta be top. He looking like a top 5 receiver, bro. Coming into
I think you put it in top 5 for your list.
yeah, he ain't top 5 on my list yet, but I'm talking about the end of the season. He might be top 5, come going to top 100 players. But he might be a top 5 receiver at the end of the season, bro. So he might if he keep playing it. Well, once CD come back, but I mean, you gotta feed him the ball. When CD come back, bro, you gotta feed that man the ball. I don't.
Gotta feed who the ball?
Pickens, bro. You gotta make sure he get his touches, bro, because he just brings so much energy, bro. When he catch the ball,
He was getting them when CD was still there. He just wasn't getting them at this volume, of course.
yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. You gotta get him. You gotta split that up. You gotta make sure he got some players run for him for sure. Even though they will, but like now for sure, especially the games he putting up, bro. But
For
yeah,
sure, for sure. But yeah, man, it's I mean, like I said, until we fix the problem, it's the whole defense at this point. But I will say we are our linebacker that's been out, DeMarvion Overshown, is I've been seeing reports and reports and reports that we are planning to open his window to return some point at the end of this month. So he'll be able to practice and see, where he is and if he's ready to return and everything. And I think he will be. He's been posting. He's been excited about some stuff. So here's hoping that we get him back on the field. Here's hoping that Trayvon Diggs ain't look the same. He's always been like a guesser, a cluer, kind of just, taking chances and, taking those risks, to try to create turnovers or great hands. But he just hasn't looked the same this year. So here's hoping that it's just more of him steadily recovering from the injury, that he continues to climb and get better and kind of get back to that level that he was at. But yeah, we have a lot of problems on the defense, and like I said, our run defense being the primary one, and our defensive backfield just has not helped it at all this year. So we'll see what that looks like moving forward. But with the division that we in, it's possible that we can finish anywhere from second to fourth this year.
yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. Moving on. Now, this is a topic I'm ready for since we talking all this talk. The New England Patriots beat the New Orleans Saints. Can y'all hear me? 25-19. Drake May, hold on. Drake May, 18 for 26, 261 yards. Can you hear me, Cole? Can you okay, my bad. 3 touchdowns. He added 28 yards on 9 carries. Hello, is this thing on? Travion Henderson, 9 carries, 27 yards. He had a modest game. He a rookie. Kayshawn, what's his name? Boots. How you pronounce that, Carl? Do you know how to pronounce that? Well, we'll get to you can see if you can pronounce it when it's your turn. 5 catches on 5 targets, 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. And they beat the Saints 25-19. Now, Spencer Rattler for the Saints, he had a good game. He had another good game, no turnovers. 20 and 26, 227 yards, no touchdowns. Maybe if he threw another touchdown, it'll be maybe like 26-25 or something, but they lost. Alvin Kamara had 10 carries, 31 yards. He had 5 catches for 45 yards, no touchdowns. Again, crazy. Chris Olave, he had a pretty good game, Carlos. 6 catches for 98 yards. He started out the game hot.
That's it.
Yeah, big for your fantasy, but not good for the win column because they lost 25-19. Yeah, 25-19. They had 19. But yeah, man, like I said, pretty good game for you guys. You guys were very scrappy,
We ain't no pretty good goddamn game.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. You guys fans are aggressive.
Oh, good game.
But yeah, you guys, you put up a good fight against a pretty good opponent. They've been pretty good this year. They're a team that's ascending. All jokes aside, though, the Patriots are a team that's ascending in the AFC East. They've been afterthoughts over the last few years ever since Tom Brady left. They had one pretty decent year with Mac Jones, but other than that, they've been afterthoughts. And like I said, this being Drake May's second year, it kind of seems like he's slowly taking those next steps into becoming a solid starting quarterback on his way, hopefully, to becoming a star quarterback. But so far, he's kind of entrenching himself as a starter for the foreseeable future. Um, just a good. It's tough because they still barely beat y'all, so that's something to monitor. But they have good players in place, man. They have good players in place. So with that being said, though, I'm done talking. Let's go ahead and see what the Saints fan has to say because they lost 25-19. Lost.
I just had to say, man, Drake, shout out to Drake May, but he did good. I mean, especially when you don't got your opponents don't got no DB who really playing that game. It seemed like we had invisible people playing or just they ain't had no hands. Bro, oh my God. Every play was a big play, bro. Especially starting out. Like, bro, what's up with our DBs, bro? Safeties. Bro, this dude ain't even look. Oh my God, bro. You call him Butte, bro? He was getting us an ass whooping tay. That was an ass whooping tay, bro. It was this, bro. I'm talking about, bro. This pocket clean. Drake made this. just stand, bro. Just the play ain't even broken. It's just wide open, bro. Wide open.
Wide open.
Sanka, pool. Reed was pool.
Who Reed? Can you elaborate? Reed who?
Pool. They were pool.
Man, oh, you talking about Kool Aid McKinstry, your cornerback? Oh no.
That's all DBs. All DBs
Oh,
was pool. All of
oh,
them was a pool.
oh.
Defense, all it was a pool. Hey, we look like our defense was just as trash as Dallas defense. That's how it was.
How about us? We talk
I'm
about
talking about first. I'm talking about. I'm talking. This just just something that you could just look at like Dallas, but
we
you don't
looking at
really
the
look
game.
at the defense. But you just they
We
might
looking
be
at
on
the
the
game.
field for a couple of seconds.
Thanks, loss.
But our defense, I don't think it was better on that goddamn field, just like Dallas defense. I say good, man. We just gave us so many big plays, bro, especially start the game. Like I say early on, bro, it just we always fighting to get in these games and it ain't gonna work, bro. We gotta start out just scoring, bro. It just we gotta take a lead. And our DB just misread plays, bro. Just really like miscommunication on things, bro. Like you say, Rattler play good, and I just don't like Kellen Moore, bro. I don't know, bro. We just played pool.
No, now you're coach. You don't think you're
I really something about him, bro. Just something about him, bro. I don't know. I just don't like him. I don't know, bro.
you don't think he got it in him? You don't think he can?
No, bro. This the way like it was some play, bro. I think it was like a fumble. It was a fumble that happened, and like he just on the sideline, and like you don't even look like you hollering, like you don't even look like you mad. Take off your headset, throw that motherfucker or something, bro. God damn! I did that. He got that, but no, get the fuck back on the sideline. You gonna come over here look like you whispering that, bro? He way over there, bro. Throw your helmet, not your helmet. Throw your headphones set your playbook or do something, bro. Don't just be over there, just bro. You don't know, man. That's why I
Be
look at
angry.
him. I just want to punch him.
Yeah, be angry. Be upset.
Yeah, bro. I just want to punch him, bro. I don't. This energy just cover our whole goddamn play calling. Like what? Sometimes it look good, sometimes it don't. I don't know.
All right, he got that Russell Wilson energy.
Yeah, right there. He got this. Something about him like this reminds me of the Russell Wilson energy, bro. Bro. I'm glad you said, bro. Something about him, bro. He's a good guy. Something about him, bro. I just want to right in his stomach. Just, shut the motherfucker, do something. So, yeah, what the fuck is that, bro? Stop, bro. I don't know what he said. I don't even know what he said, but your expression, you just throwing it. God damn, that was a fumble. Do something, bro. Hype the bench, hype the players up in the back. They looking at you, bro. Like, man, they looking at him like, man, get him off the goddamn field. Defensive coordinator, get him the ball anyway. But that was a big turnover too. Like, they say it was a fumble, which I don't think it was a fumble. You couldn't really tell, but they gave them a ball. There was a lot of things going on, but it could have. We have a hard time coming back, bro. We really got a hard time just getting over this hump, bro. Just being down, and sometimes the play calling will be iffy. But he ain't a bad coach. He just don't bring enough energy for this team, bro. Especially after Sean Payton, Drew Brees era, bro. After that, bro, it's gonna be hard to just even get close to that, bro. Like for the city, for this team, we need somebody with energy, bro. We need a coach who just gonna just take over. His personality gonna have to just take over because his personality, bro. I don't think he got it. I really just don't think he got it. And defense just killed us, bro. It's his first year. I don't like him. Right now, we just playing pool. And defense, our DBs was just as trash, bro. And we played like Dallas. We played like Dallas. Defensively, we play like Dallas. Defensively, we play like that. Offensively, we play like us. Put it like
Ladies
that.
and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, coming in late right now, we're discussing the Patriots and the Saints. The Patriots defeated the Saints 25-19. The Saints don't appear to be anywhere close to the playoffs this year. They're probably close to being eliminated from contention, but, they scrappy. They put up a good fight, So shout out to those guys. Shout out to Dylan Moore for doing the great job he's doing.
That man doing no job.
Developing those guys over there and really just setting his culture in place. And I love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Here's a Saints fan, a New Orleans native. And
If you beat us, it don't mean nothing.
the great things to say
Great
about
win.
the culture and everything. Oh, here's, like I said, hey, next week, same place, right?
Beat us.
Do the same thing, guys. Let's get it done. Love to see it. But in other news, Carlos, Mark, bro, yes, I play on me, bro. Mark Sanchez, former New York Jets quarterback, has made headlines after being stabbed. So the initial headlines coming out was that Sanchez had been stabbed and that he was in stable condition, and it later came out that he was arrested on the 4th of October after getting into a fight with Perry Toll, a 69-year-old grease truck driver. A police filing claims Sanchez told the man he couldn't park his car in an alley. When Toll tried to reach his phone to confirm, Sanchez reportedly stopped him. The incident turned physical. Toll feared for his life and pepper sprayed Sanchez. The quarterback was able to shake the spray off and attack the man, according to Toll. That's when the man pulled out a knife and stabbed Sanchez multiple times. Both were hospitalized after the incident. Toll was released from the hospital, though is reportedly dealing with serious injuries. Sanchez, who had been working as an analyst with Fox, has not called games the past 2 weeks due to the incident.
So you saying he got pepper sprayed? The dude, the driver got pepper sprayed, and he pulled out a knife and stabbed.
No, the driver pepper sprayed Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez shook it off, attacked him, and then that's when he pulled out a knife and stabbed Mark Sanchez.
Oh, okay. Because he
Yep.
said, "Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, bro."
According to the police report, let me.
But yeah, I think that was in Indianapolis too.
Mhm.
And yep, there was in Indianapolis. Yeah, I saw that. They said the box truck came. It was like in the alley, like the street had a main street, but the alley is big enough. It looked like a street, but it's an alley. You know what I'm saying? But still got a little pavement. You could walk. You could drive through that shit with box trucks and stuff like that. Yeah, bro, that was crazy, bro. I saw the video, bro. He was just Mo Sanchez was coming from out the alley. Then he walked to the main street, make a right, and then came back. Went down the alley a little bit. Then he went back to the left hand side and came back. I guess that's when he went to confront the driver about that situation that what you had just brought up. But what I saw was Mo Sanchez. He bow-legged, bruh. Motherfucker walking bow-legged. He walking bow-legged with a Michael Myers stab to the chest. I'm like, damn, bro. Like he just casual, just like just walking, bro. Coming out the alley, just looking at it, blood on his shirt, bro. Just came out. I was like, God damn, Mr. Butt Fumble, what happened to you, boy? Like, what's going on? Like, that's the last thing I remember from Mo Sanchez is a butt fumble.
Yeah.
That's the last thing. Even though he worked for Fox, I'm glad that he got a job after his career. And that's what the last thing I remember from him, just butt fumble. That was just the most funniest thing in the world, butt fumble. And he's like JaVale McGee of the NFL when it comes to like just
Tracking the fool.
yeah, like he just butt fumble. That's Mo Sanchez. That's what I remember. And damn, bro, damn, homie.
L. McGee ain't gonna never want to be on our show. That's crazy.
And like when he was coming out the
I fool with you, by the way, brother. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I fool with you, JaVale. If you want me to take that boy out the show,
but man, he was like known for like, like, hey, I ain't do it. Shaq and the TNT people just kept putting him in the clips. He kept making plays to put him in the clip. And that ain't my fault. That sure ain't my fault. He was a star person on Shaq and the Fool. That's all I'm saying. And Mo Sanchez is a star player in the NFL of, you know what I'm saying, things happening. Crazy things happening as you be one of them. Yeah, that Mr. Buffomer. That's what I call him. I'm like, man, that's Mr. Buffomer coming out the alley. I'm like, damn, what you doing? Like, is he
So,
yeah,
so
years?
So it's crazy to me because maybe it's out there, and I didn't look at enough different reports or different websites or whatever reporting on it. Number one, what do the man parking in the alley got to do with you? Like, what was there? Like,
Why are you coming out of the alley? What you?
oh, did so just the way that they worded it in the report that I read on the website I read it on. It seemed like the man parked in the alley and he went to him to tell him that he couldn't do that or something. So once again, going out there hypothetical, because like I said, maybe I didn't read, maybe it's out there and I haven't read it yet, and that's on me. But just knowing what I know, what did that affect you on? Like, was he like, were you parked in the alley and he was boxing you in, or like, what did him parking in the alley have to do with you? Is my thing. That number one.
Yeah, acting like a Karen.
What did that? Well, how was that affecting you? Him, like, if he wasn't so, even I don't care if he wasn't supposed to be doing it. It had a sign right there that said he wasn't supposed to be doing it. What did that affect you? How did that affect you to where you had to go over to this man and just get so oh, you're not supposed to be doing that, blah blah blah. Okay, number one. And then number two, it turned like he reaching for his phone. What did you assume that he was going for the knife that he ended up sanding you with at first, or what reason did you have to put your hands on this man? You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of it don't make sense. Like you said, didn't you say that they said something about him having been drinking too, or something like that?
I don't know if he been drinking. That's what I was saying. Number one, why are you coming from an alley? What's going
Yeah,
on?
it sounded like he went over there.
You at a bar, or you like, I don't know what you where you come out of alley from. You know what I'm saying?
Or I'm wondering, did he come out of the alley or did he go in the alley to tell the man? So that's all.
The video was showing that he coming out of, to me, he had to be at a bar or he had to be at a restaurant, because a truck was coming in, box trucks, box trucks probably carrying drinks or food,
Yeah,
or
some kind
something
of
like that.
delivery
So,
or something
you know
like
what I'm
that.
saying, to deliver to a place. The driver probably been delivering there for, probably been working there for
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
but yeah, bro, you a driver, like, bro, you ain't about to just tell me whatever. I've been coming here. But Mo Sanchez, he ain't no, what I'm saying, the driver might have probably been like a little small dude, you never know, but yeah, NFL player. Mo Sanchez probably be what, 6'2", 6'3", you know what I'm saying, bow-legged, you know what I'm saying, 6'2", 6'3",
Man, practice playing the bowling.
bow-legged,
You heard it here first, people on Bayou Boulevard Sports. Mark Sanchez is indeed.
6'3", something, bow-legged, getting in his face, you never know. So, hey, shout out to that boy. That boy had so that boy had a pepper spray. I'm like, bro, get out of my face, fool. Like, I've been doing my job.
Crazy enough, not to interrupt you, he is 6'2", but go ahead.
He's 6'2", okay, he's 6'2". Like, he ain't no small dude, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no small dude. You probably see him like, you know what I'm saying? Old boy probably was like, hold on, back up, be about to hit you with the pepper. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, if you had the knife on you at first. So if you just wanted to do him something, you could have did him something at first, but you probably just like trying to get him up off you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like, I'm defending myself. I'm not trying to hurt you, but at the same time, I need you to get up. You know what
Back
I
up
mean?
off me, you know what I'm saying? Pepper sprayed him.
Man,
He
they said that
probably
boy getting old.
hey, this one thing, the dude gotta be short, you know what I'm saying? Because old boy, you know what I'm saying, Mo Sanchez, you know what I'm saying, he had to wipe his face, blocking it. He probably got one of them butter knives or some kind of knife he got from the restaurant or the bar or something he stuck in. He pulled
No, the driver had the knife.
the driver. So, the driver. Oh, Mo Sanchez had a
No. So once again, the driver pepper sprayed Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez shook it off, whatever that means, and I guess it started hitting him or something. Just however he attacked him, put his hands on him, and that's when the driver next pulled out the knife and stabbed him. Yeah, so that's why I say I'm guessing.
I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
guessing the driver pepper sprayed him first, like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking the story, you know what I'm saying, the incident in my head. So okay.
For sure.
So the dude was like, back up off me, fuck but all you do is butt fumble in the NFL. That's all you do. You like shacking a fool and then ran his ass. like he's some Lysol, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sanitizing the whole area, spraying his ass. butt fumble. You call me butt fumble? I start punching him. You know what I'm saying? He bow-legged. He bow-legged. So, you know what I'm saying? He got that extra little turn on that ankle to hit them the punches, them hooks, trying to swing at him. To me, I think the dude's short, so he trying to swing low. The dude backing up, dodging him. You know
And the
what I'm saying?
dude, the guy is 69
Bud
years old
Crawford.
too.
He look like Bud Crawford. Dropped the pepper spray, pulled out his, you know what I'm saying? He probably, to me, the dude, the little short dude, the truck driver, he probably was a, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He probably did a little time. He ain't no little, you know, he ain't scary or
He's
nothing.
69 years old though.
Yeah, huh?
He's 69.
He what?
The driver is 69 years old.
He's 69?
69 years old.
Yeah, bro, you ain't about to play with Mr. Buffon. You ain't tougher than me, Mr. Buffon. We pulled out that, got him. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Buck fumble, he ain't bow-legged, so he tried to probably jump on him. He just remember that time when he fumbled, like, nah, I just gotta get on him and get on that ball and try to get on him. Dude just Michael Myers, got him one time, and then after that, bro, he just went on about his business. He delivered his packages. You know what I'm saying? That probably was my man last delivery. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this. You know, and then Sanchez just walked bow-legged out the alley, like everything was normal. I saw it on the video. He walked out the alley. He came through there bow-legged and walking. You know, said, that dude called me Mr. Buff Fumble, bro. And you know, I just ain't gonna just let him do that to me. And then after that, bro, 8 police showed up, caution taped the whole alley, and I don't know. Yeah, eight police officers. Yeah, dude was on the ground with a flashlight looking at the blood. He just walking bow-legged. You know what I'm saying? Came out the alley, went to the main street. Just walking casually like he had just got, you know what I'm saying, jugged.
I think you missed your calling because you should have been a movie director or something. You should have been a storyteller.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was just like, damn, dude, call me Mr. Buffon. I ain't going outside like that. So I'm just, he just holding the blood, just big old stain, Kool-Aid stain on his shirt, like ketchup been sprayed or something, like something just mushed on it, just coming out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this ain't been reported nowhere. This is just my co-host, my partner, just on top of his head. He just, he said
This ain't really, yeah. This ain't really happening. I don't know. But it's highly or unhighly. You could just, I'm just pitching in my head, but
highly unlikely.
it's highly unlikely, unlikely to, but in my mind, this would probably happen. But he was walking, then he went to the hospital, and yeah, bro, he facing battery charge, bro, and it could be from 1 to 6 years behind them balls for Mark Sanchez, bro, and then Fox Sports might find him, because I know right now he just like, damn, he in jail. He in jail right now. All he thinking like, damn, bro, after the Buck fumble, and I just got a job at Fox, and I'm just rebuilding my name. I'm one of the, been an analyst for Fox News for a couple of years, and like, damn, bro, I just let this man just call me. If he would never say but fumble, I probably would never, got in his face. Things happening. I hope he come out well, and just off of just the way he came out there early, his bow-legged stance. I think he'll be strong enough to get through this, because he got through that butt fumble. But seeing how I ain't know he was bow-legged, I think he could get through this too.
You just stuck on that bow leg, huh?
Yeah.
That shit just threw you for a loop.
Yeah, I ain't know he was bow-legged.
Yeah, you just changed your for just a little backstory, y'all. We were set to talk about a few other things, but my boy wanted to make sure that this made the headlines. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted to make sure that we talked about this, and it might have just been something that we mentioned and moved.
It just came to my head, bro. It just came to me. I ain't
He called me, y'all. He called me a little bit like an hour before the show. He said, "Hey, what we doing? We going over a few things or whatever." He said, "Yeah." He said, "We talking about Lamar Jackson." And I said, "Yeah, we're gonna mention it. Yeah, we need to talk about that, bro. It's like we need to talk about." I said, "Well, all right." And this is why, y'all. This is why. This is what we do on the Boulevard. My boy just set the scene for y'all. He just gave y'all behind the scenes look from camera view of what went down in that alley.
Yeah, if I was a fly on the wall, if I was
Apparently he was.
on the wall, I think this might have would happen if I was a fly on the wall.
The fly on the wall for sure, y'all. So I said,
Man, call that man a butt fumble, bro. He have to handle business.
it ain't no reports, but my boy know this happened. I'm just saying, he giving y'all behind the scenes.
You trying to get into altercation with a 61-year-old man, bro? That's working.
69.
69, yeah, 69-year-old man.
Yeah,
Right.
that's. But like I said, yeah, that was my first thought. Just kind of hearing. I'm just like, okay, obviously, you wait for the reports to come out. Like I said, once again, maybe I need to do some more reading. Maybe it's clearly stated somewhere. But it's just that's off the top. What did that man being in there parking in the alley do to you? It's like let's just say hypothetically, he was in the alley because he owned the restaurant, owned the bar, wherever he was. Right? Let's just say hypothetically.
Yeah.
Man, there's a new driver for whatever company he delivering for, whatever. He don't know the rules. Yeah, so boom, okay, and not even worse. So you go out there, you say, well, hey man, I know it's your first time delivering for us or whatever, you taking so and so place, we can't park in here. You know what I'm saying? Something simple. Bro, I used to be a manager at a fast food restaurant. We're like, hey, you can't park. Can you park this way instead of parking that way? Whatever the case, something simple. Oh yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. Even if they get a little annoyed or whatever, you know what I'm saying. Ain't never know just big altercation. So what could have caused the altercation from a man parking his box truck in the alley? Like what? And he's 69 years old at that. This ain't no yeah, this ain't no 30, 40-year-old guy still in his, you know what I'm saying, physical, prime enough to, hey, he having a bad day. He accost you in some way. He push you, man, I ain't trying to hear this, whoop, 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 blase, blase. And, Mark Sanchez, oh, you can't park here. He say, well, whoop-de-doo, I parked here. Whoop-de-doo, what you gonna do? And it, like, bro, this man is 69 years old. So it's those just few details just make it sound crazy to me. It's like, bro, you attack this man.
He probably was on that, bro. More chance. I don't know. Look, he probably had a little
fumbled off somebody's backside, their butt. You suck.
He probably had some cut water and just felt, you know what I'm saying, coming through the alley. You know what I'm saying, feeling good, just walking the street. It looked like a good area. Walking the street, come through, you know what I'm saying, come down. Hey, say, dude, what you doing in this alley, parked up, just in my way? He probably like, man, you blocking my way to the door. Let me get through the door. He off that cut water, you know what I'm saying? This Mr. Bud. He said, man, who you talking to, Mr. Bud Fumble? Bud Fumble? I almost had that ball.
You had that cut water before?
Hell,
Yeah, me either. I don't.
that cut water. He probably had that cut water.
What is cut?
Cut water mixed with a little alcohol.
Yeah, I don't drink. So
Yeah, he on that cut water. He probably was on that little cut. He probably on cut water and just, you know what I'm saying, felt good. Oh, dude was like, bro, I remember you. You missed the butt fumble. But I bet you'll be, don't be blowing your legs up to me. Mr. Got close. You know what I'm saying? He was like Pops off of Friday. You know how he was taking a dump? He sprayed his ass with that pepper spray. Sprayed his ass. He said, oh, gee, he blocking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm blocking it. Then, you know what I'm saying? He had to pull out that, you know what I'm saying? He had to pull out that 1982, level 2 shank. Get him
Get him up out of there. Yeah.
Get him up out of that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that you've heard, all the backstory for what happened, to Mark Sanchez in the alleyway, we appreciate y'all joining us for Week 6's recap on the Boulevard.
I got one question for you. Which was worse, the butt fumble or the alley accident?
Well, I would think because somebody was physically injured, it would be the alley situation. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your co-host, Big Dale. That's my co-host, Carlos.
KJ. I'm at a time out of Big KJ.
Yeah.
Cut water. I'm gonna change my cut water.
No. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do whatever makes you feel good, man. Just as long as you're interacting, as long as you telling your neighbor, telling your partner, we really appreciate it. We appreciate whoever joins our
Yeah,
lives, whoever takes
yeah,
time to watch YouTube, to watch TikTok, to watch all these different things. We appreciate it. We're just trying
yeah,
to set a foundation and build community, build a group of people who love sports and who love other things that we'll be branching out to in the future. But until then, until next week, until we come back to recap week 7 news and everything like that, we out, y'all.
like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think, man.
We
And
just
stay off that cut water after 10 o'clock p.m.
they probably don't drink. They probably don't drink cut water.
Hey, on that cut.
Bye, guys.
Come through the alley. Yeah. Come through the alley like that. Coming through the alley.